or not people feel as though they can identify with you?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of political parties, most political parties are established on political ideologies, and it is already excluding other people when you are going to want to say your party stands for these people, your party stands for these people. But essentially, we are all people, and there's only one thing that we must establish in society, that is freedom. Everyone must be free, right? That is the fundamental basis of any society, that when everyone is free, then they'll be able to express themselves the way they so wish, even politically. You can be an extreme rightist or leftist, but as long as with your leftism or your rightism you do not infringe on anyone's freedom. So that is, if you are going to want to do identity politics, all that, this mess of politics, it is not going to work. Even if you are going to come and say identify as poor and say we are fighting the rich and all that, it is not going to work. What works in any society is freedom. Everyone must have the freedom to express themselves the way they so wish, as long as when they are expressing themselves they do not infringe on any other person's freedom. Then that is the society that we wish to see as us the people. We wish to establish freedom where people are able to do things for themselves. We want a society where people do not depend on leaders or representatives for services. We want people to be empowered to do things for themselves, because without doing things for ourselves, we must never expect anything, really.
All right, I'm going to ask you how this is going to manifest itself on a practical level, because that sounds fantastic on paper. But y'all are politicians. As young as you are and as much as faith as I've got in you, but y'all are politicians. Before you know it, you'll be telling me something different. So we're going to talk a little bit about how it finds itself expressing itself practically, okay? We're going to go back to the phone lines. Thank you so much to all of you once again for holding so long. Owen in Midrand, hi. Very well, thanks to you, sir. Go ahead. Mm. Speaking about the political system, Tshireletso, is the system flawed? And
Absolutely.
are candidates that are supposed to be independent the solution for righting the wrongs of our political system?
No, even independent candidates cannot write the system as it is. The system is flawed. Representative democracy, in its essence, means that you vote for someone who is going to represent you and your issues as a community. That is why, as us, the people, we are using this system to attempt to change it from within, to show people that we do not need the system of representative democracy where a few elite politicians make decisions on behalf of the entire community, but we can have the whole community making decisions on their behalf, the whole community having control over their taxes. Now our taxes are under the control of a few people who can even amass them and embezzle them into their own accounts. But when you have a community in control, when you have a society in a community, you will never find such corruption that is reported about our taxes, because the entire community is in control of that money and no one will be allowed to steal that money, because we are all in charge of it. So we need a system of direct democracy. That is why we are using these elections as a key to open up into the new system. We are using these elections as a key to open up our country, because now decisions are being taken by a minority few who will obviously first look at their own interest. And when we have this key, that is our vote on the 1 of November, then we can use this key to open up the country. We can use this key to open up the economy, to open up the political system, to change. I mean, as a young person like Stay in Tembisa, who was saying he'll just watch Netflix and all that, he must know that he's enabling what is happening to continue by not participating in the elections. Not voting is actually voting for the ANC. They must know that, and not voting is actually voting for continuity of misery and for continuity of our people to suffer. So they must vote to take the power back to them, as the people want to take the authority from the municipality into the communities, into the hands of the community members.
I hear you, Leola. I hear that you have to go and campaign very soon. But let me ask you this. What do you say to young people who look at the DA and think, you guys are a bunch of racists? I don't even understand why black people are in line or even in partnership with or affiliated to a political party, which time and time again kicks itself in the foot. Even when you've got the ball thrown at you, you keep scoring your own. It's about voting. She doesn't think, if I don't vote for the ANC, I'm going back to the times of apartheid. I'm going to start off with you, Tshireletso.
Well, what we are offering is something that is absolutely different, because if you listen to this conversation now, it's about people that have been failed by representatives, right? We have turned this conversation into a platform for the failed ANC, the failed DA, the failed IFP to account. And it is not about that. It is really what we are offering as the people is the authority. We are offering the people the authority to make things on their own behalf, to take decisions on their own behalf, so that next time we would not have a conversation where people are complaining that, no, this one didn't represent me right. No, this one failed me. We want to give the people authority to take control of their taxes. We want to give people...
How? So if I vote for us the people, come local government elections, me, I cast my vote, lots of other South Africans cast their votes, you guys are in power as us the people. What will be different from how things are right now?
Well, the first thing, obviously, there will not be a lockdown. You cannot have an economy when you are having a lockdown, right? We want to increase the operation of the economy to 24 hours. That is the only way we are going to be able to create jobs, so that people can job rotate, people can do job sharing, instead of having one person working for 8 hours in a day and then closing the economy. When it is the economy is operational for 24 hours, you can have 3 people working that job in 24 hours. So that is the first thing. There's no party that will come and tell us that they'll deliver jobs when they agree to lockdown, when they implement lockdown. They'd be lying to the people. That is the first thing. Secondly, in our communities, we are going to empower the community directly to take care of their services. You can complain about a pothole in front of Hyundai in Hatfield, but you pass there every day, it is inconveniencing you. If you fix it, the municipality is going to give you your money. That is our authority giving it back to the people. You cannot complain
also, I just bill you guys. I invoice you. I fix my pothole and then I invoice you guys, and you guys as the
it is your money. It is your taxes. Yes, it is your taxes. So that is how the municipality will function, and that is how we are giving the people their authority back, instead of waiting for some people to pass a tender, find a supplier, all that and all that. It is never going to work. People are always going to be failed in that way. But you must hold yourself accountable as a community member. If you are passing a pothole every day and you are not doing anything, then that is a problem. People are not taking responsibility because they want to give the responsibility to the ANC. The ANC cannot do anything, even within its own party. So we can never expect it to do anything in our communities. So that is the fundamental change that we'll have as the people when you have voted for us in Johannesburg.
All right, then how about young people? Young people want jobs, guys. Y'all are in politics
open
right
the economy. Open the economy. We don't need this. What is happening now? We can never have jobs in this system, right? We must allow young people to do what they can do in their communities, to identify problems in their communities and solve them, and reward them as a municipality. If we have a dirty community, young people can pick up those papers and debt, and the municipality will give them money. So essentially, the municipality will employ everyone who lives in Johannesburg and pays taxes here, will be employed by the municipality, and we will give them money of the municipality because it is their taxes. When they have delivered some work, when they have cleaned the municipality, when they have kept their communities safe, we will reward them.
As the people saying, it's all about collective collaboration. What say you, Bob in Mamelodi? Hi. Very well, thanks.